All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of the No ID Podcast. This is season 6. This is season 6 once again. Of course, it's me, the host, the creator, Rome Davis. I have here the creators, the moderators, 2 talented brothers. Some of y'all may know him as J Rello. I know him as the Architects. Say something to the people.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Hey, what's up with y'all, man?
So appreciate y'all coming on to the podcast and doing the interview. For those that don't know, of course, I was on 2 episodes of the Architects. It's a very dope podcast. You got to listen to it. I can't tell you much about it because if I tell you a lot about it, it's going to spoil it and you're not going to want to go towards it. So let's go ahead and get down. Like, how did the Architects start? Like, what's the backstory of the Architects?
Start out, Jay?
Yeah. I started off. So it was just an idea, man, that me and Rello kicked around just to try to really what it started off as. We were supposed to be producers actually, but it wound up, not being able to get the producers that we wanted to get on the show. We had to venture out further into the entertainment field. Like as you see now, we got rappers on there. We got, songwriters on there. Got comedians like yourself, Ron. That's how it started off, though. Yeah. You want to add to it, Rello?
Yeah. So we ended up coming from like a film background. That's when we first met each other, and we used to do a lot of films together and stuff like that back in school. So we ended up probably about 20 years. About 20 years. I'm telling my age and stuff now, but probably about 20 years now, something like that. And we just ended up catching back up. And then he was like, hey, came up with this idea, going to put together a podcast and stuff like that. So we just chopped it up and sliced it all together. And then just from there, then we just started trying to kick ideas. And like you say, we were trying to start off with just the producers and stuff like that. But we found out that was hard trying to get producers. People, like not wanting to kick back or, it was just hard trying to even get people. So, but that's the beginning of it though.
That's the beginning. So what's the name, the meaning behind the name, the Architects? Like, what is the meaning? Like, how did y'all come up with that name and the meaning behind it?
So we was thinking like, when we came up with the name, we was like, we need to find something that's going to stick out, but that's going to resonate with what we trying to do. So then we was putting it together. We was like, we thought about the Architects and we like, dang, that'd be something tight. Cause you think about the builders of the creators of music, since we were starting off with music, you go to like the producers and the engineers. Those are the architects. Like they the ones that create the foundation to even start the forming of the music or whatever. So, and then from there, we just reached out to all the architects, like as far as in film and comedy and all that stuff. So we trying to get to the people that don't get to see the light because you might not hear about them because they are the architects behind the scenes doing the blueprint. And that's how we end up coming up with that name.
Hell yeah.
So I know on the interview, I heard military. Now, you heard them say 20 years for those that's listening. Black don't crack. I ain't know these brothers was in their 40s. They say, I'm in my 40s. I'm like, I thought it's okay though. They live a good life. You know what I'm saying? So like, what's been a few of the goals of the Architects? Like, what is that goal that you guys want to reach? What is that message that you're trying to spread?
Well, first off, I think we're just trying to get the person without the voice. I should say this from the beginning. Like we were supposed to do music producers, so the goals from that kind of blossomed from not being able to get what we wanted. So then we were like, okay, how are we going to do this now? So we had to change it around to include everybody. But it's originally now the goal is, getting, the undiscovered talent, getting them in front of the camera, getting them, what I want to say, like exposure, and also bring in the people that everybody knows so that, we can keep the channel going. And also, being entertaining. Have it to be entertaining to whoever is viewing it. So if you like a film person, at some point we're gonna have a film person on there that you can go back and look at, and you can also catch the person that might be just trying to get on. They'll get exposure to with the person that you already know. So that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense.
Makes sense. So what's your background, Jay? Where you from, and Rello, where y'all from? Like, what made y'all get into film?
Well, I grew up in St. Louis. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. And I always liked it, film. I think what got me into liking it was I was doing advertising back at first, like when I was in school. And so I was just messing around, and I was like, I'm gonna shoot a commercial or whatever. So I just shot a commercial or whatever for a little competition. And then as I looked at the commercial, I submitted in there. I ended up winning like a gold award for this advertising award. And I'm like, hold up, like, damn, I might have something here. Like, and that kind of like sparked me to want to try to get behind that camera and start producing stuff and filming and editing. Then I started falling in love with editing and stuff like that.
What about you, Jay?
Okay, on me. So I'm from Metairie, Louisiana originally. What made me want to get into, I guess, the entertainment world? I think me and Rello talking about this a while back. But what made me want to be a director? That's how I started out, as a director and a screenwriter. I would always see, I turn on the TV and never see any Black representation. And it not that I didn't see it back in the 90s, but it was very seldom that I see it. And it'd be something that's, something that I really want to watch that's interesting to me. So with that take on it, I was like, okay, I want to produce something specifically, Black that, that's interesting. Because all I had back then, let me see, Love Jones came out. Okay, it's a Boys in the Hood, Men's Society. We had those kind of movies that were out during that time, like pretty much urban dramas. So, those were the only kind of movies like you get to see a real, like a Black representation. So that's what propelled me to get into the filmmaking and stuff like that. And I still write to this day, even though, over the years I kind of gave up the directing. I'm going to get back into it, I'm pretty sure. But that's what got me into, the entertainment world.
I got you. So when it comes, I know you guys are giving everybody their platform, so I don't want to go ahead and give y'all flowers while y'all standing. If you don't follow, it's the Architects. So it's THA, then Architects on Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead and give these brothers their flowers. Reason I'm gonna say I'm gonna give these two their flowers because you don't see anything negative. You see nothing but positivity. You see nothing but love, and it's definitely a brotherhood. And you can see the way that they interact with each other is definitely great chemistry. And for a podcast, because I'm speaking from experience for those that's out there listening, I had a couple myself in the past, and they failed. And I want to see these two brothers succeed. What's one of the challenges about podcasting and being in entertainment that maybe we all three share mutually? I can tell y'all is posting content. I gotta get consistent on it. What's one of y'all what's one of y'all obstacles y'all have had when it comes to the entertainment, the podcasting realm?
I would definitely say posting content and trying to figure out the right algorithm of how to put it out there. Like knowing, like still testing between IG and Facebook and like Google ads and all that stuff. So it's getting it out there is the big one.
What I think is, of course, posting content, that consistency to stay posting something, not only to stay posting, but to post something that is entertaining for everybody to comment on, because that's how everything is, shuttled forward. They view it as how many likes you have, how many comments you have, how many people viewed it, all that stuff in there. So yeah, posting content is one, and to get in the talent to come on the show is the hardest thing you could ever imagine. somebody who hasn't been into the podcast world, you know, you probably not even tracking none of that. But man, I come from my background is military, so to see the stuff that goes on, like to get an artist like actually there to do the interview, that seems harder than I would have ever expected. It's really it's a real eye opener for me. So
yeah, I can't count how many times I've been stood up.
Yeah,
on a podcast. The Wi-Fi done went out on a podcast.
man.
Damn.
Right.
Damn, we just talking, man. This damn.
Yeah,
Man.
definitely a lot of standing up for sure. Hey, we got to start learning how to just freestyle after a while. It's like,
yeah, man, hell yeah. Hey, that's what some episodes came out like that, just freestyling. And then okay, we come up with this. Matter of fact, the show
if I'm gonna say if they go back to the beginning, man, we was doing the intro because I wasn't even ready for that one, man. I went on. I probably said like 5 words. This dude had a whole monologue. I said, "Oh man, that's what we going with this." Like,
hey, don't worry. Don't worry. Once we get bigger, we can erase that first episode and redo it.
right.
You know that's what everybody do, man. You know that, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's all good. I love to see the progress of the growth, man. It's all good.
Shit. I think like I've been stood up. I started running out of family members to interview. I had to interview my mama. I got my sister in there, cousins, aunts, and uncles I ain't talked to. I'm like, damn, I'm running out of people to interview. Bro, I got stood up so bad one time. I flipped the table on this person. I said, don't you ever hit me up. Don't you ever call me for another interview, ever. Then I put
right.
God.
Yeah.
I think that's what the problem is, Ron, man. I think we just too real, man. We're like, you know, we taking the street aspect of it where it's like, you know, word is bond. And then, you know, they taking it is like the entertainment world, man, where it's like, nah, man, you need some paper and a pen or writing or something, because
shit,
it don't go like
alarm. And an alarm to remind them. Shoot, a second reminder it's just so much stuff. It's like, I can't believe people operate like this, man. Like I said, my background is military, so you know, people just don't operate. You never seen nothing like that. You know, to say that you this big of an artist or something like that and just not being able to make your meetings, you know, don't take none of this stuff is I don't know. I'm not saying they don't take it serious, but it seems like time isn't of the essence.
Yeah, you definitely have to use emails a lot because you have to definitely keep it in writing because you'll forget what you said. They'll make you think you forgot what you said. Like you got something set up and they be like, no, that ain't happened. We ain't got that. And I have to go back and double check. And I'm like, hold up, nah.
Yep.
Let me send this back.
And not only that, then we pay for studio time, and then the studio time gets, you know, that's like whatever free money in the air, man. We just gotta suck it up.
Yeah.
Man, the problem I'm going into now is my content. So the last season, man, I just went, I don't know. I had the dominatrix with the hood on. We did a foot fetish model. We did a kink therapist. I've had porn stars in this joint. And I'm like, yo, you never wake up and say, man, why does this person want to get into Pornhub or nothing like that before? You never think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I had a guest, and we just talking, man. I had a guest, and I thought she was a relationship expert. She said, well, I got to get my manager to look over your page. She said, I can't do it. I see too much ass and titties on your page. I said, what do you expect?
Right.
What do you expect? Right. Like, you see a girl walking around with a daggone hooded latex mask on and another joint with her feet out, you looking at me like I'm weird. But like the thing is, those are the most popular episodes.
Yeah, crazy.
That is.
Hey, that's another thing. You can never tell what's going to be popular either. Never could tell.
Mm-mm. What you always least expect. Always. Seems like.
How's your listenership and viewership like going? Like, if y'all found like, is it easy to get more listeners as far as them going to like Apple Podcasts or Spotify? You find it more easy when somebody like hits that link and goes and watches your interview on YouTube or streaming? What's been like the?
It
Have you
seemed
seen
like
like a difference?
it seemed like the YouTube, like the visuals been working better. Like people been wanting to see more than versus listen. It's what I've been getting up out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, especially easy, like you say, click that link and then it put it right on there. Because when it's on the video, they can still plug it up, I guess, in the car, just listen to it. They ain't really got to watch it. So
yeah.
So how can they tune into your show? Like, what can they follow y'all at?
you can follow us on YouTube on the Architects page. We on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart Radio is the Architects. They can watch us on there.
Have you ever got discouraged when y'all was doing your podcast? Like, have you ever got to a point where it's like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this?
Oh yeah, I have. I know it, a couple of times of getting stood up. You know, I'm like, man, this ain't gonna never work. Like, how we even gonna get somebody on here to talk? Like, we can't get one person.
Yeah, true, man. Sometimes you just gotta, we have to just go through it, man. Because it's like a lot of times I don't think people, I don't know. I don't think they, being that they've been in the entertainment business all this time, it's just funny how, some people interact with I want to say us, but like entertainers outside of their camp, pretty much. I don't know. I think we kind of just brand new stepping foot in there, but to hear from everybody else, the people that been in the game for a minute, it seemed like this is a normal thing. I just can't harp on that enough because it really is what's shocking to me to see these people like I look up to. It's like, imagine this. Okay, I'm gonna set it right here. Imagine this. You a fan of this artist, right? Mm-hmm. Now you've been listening to the artist 30 some odd years, 20 some, however long you've been listening to him, right? And then you actually meet him, right? Not meet him, but you know of him, right? And y'all get to doing business. And as y'all get to doing business, you kind of like, the artist dropped the ball sometime, or the artist might it's not pretty much what I'm getting at is the artist isn't who you thought they would be. If that make any kind of sense. So they pretty much just dropping the ball, not showing up, not their manager or whatever won't say, give us times and stuff like that, or we done had all kind of crazy stuff like that happen though. It's amazing to me, but like I said, I come from a military background.
I think the most amazing thing I ever had was I hit up one of my favorite comedians. They replied back. I'm like, yo, what's a good day or time? Because I'm on the East Coast. He said, well, I'm on the East Coast too. I said, okay, once again, what's a good date or time? Left me on scene.
Oh.
On scene. As
right.
petty as this is going to sound, I unfollowed everything. I followed.
Hey, roll, let them have it, man.
Right.
I said, you're going to feel this one follower that you stood up. I was so high, bro. Oh man, that was a flip a table moment, bro.
Yeah, but it's crazy as a fan to be a fan and then to actually be behind the scenes, not as a fan, but looking at everything actually how it is.
Yeah, you see it all there.
Man, it's crazy, man.
What podcasts do y'all like watch, or do y'all study the podcast that's going on, like the trends and stuff? Like, what's those podcasts y'all like? Say, all right, bet this is something that I can get into or I can model behind.
Yeah. I know for me, I'm gonna let Rello speak on this, but I know for me, I watch Fresh Out. That's one of them. Vlad TV, of course. Willie D. I watched Willie D. The Ghetto Boys sometimes. It's a gang of I didn't even know. I guess because I'm watching more podcasts now, I'm seeing everybody now. But man, there's another one, Gangster Chronicles. I want to say his name of his platform is Black Real. I watch some of his stuff sometimes too. But as far as a podcast, yeah, those Fresh Out, Vlad, and Willie D probably.
Me for his podcast, it would be like Drink Champs. I watch I watch a whole bunch of different podcasts. Like they ain't all even really got to do with music, man. Like I be watching those, which is out the realm, the financial damn podcasts. I be listening to all type of stuff, man. But I watch some of Vlad interviews and stuff like that. And what's that other 85 South?
Yeah, 85 South.
Yeah. And Tyson though, man, I like that box, that out the box.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
Tyson, boy, yeah. Shout out to 85 South, man. They done built a whole conglomerate over there. I don't know what them boys are doing, but
yeah,
they done built a whole conglomerate out there, like own network, merchandise. I can't even go into detail. And the crazy thing is, I still study Carlos Miller stand up to this day. So if you listen to Carlos, you're one of the comedians that actually helped me.
Hell yeah.
Transition. So this is my favorite part of the podcast. Every guest that I bring up here, I ask them they top 5 comedians, dead or alive, with a starting 6-man in any order. Now, when I was getting ready, I told them this before they jumped on the podcast. Jay had to think. They was writing down some questions. They was writing down some answers to the question. Now, if they skip some, it's okay. Because you're going to hear a lot of, oh, man, I should have chose him.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and start this. Jay, top 5 comedians.
Okay. So check it out, man. I got this crazy. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say it anyway. Dave Chappelle for sure. Eddie Murphy, Charlie Murphy, Lil Duval, and Mike Epps. That's what I got.
Who you got coming off the bench?
Say it again.
Who you got coming as your 6th man?
Oh, the 6th. Oh, I thought it was 5, man. My fault. Let me think, man. Man. Well, we just talking about him, but man, I think pre Chris Tucker, before all of the, before he kind of, I don't know, disappeared for a while, man, he was funny. I say honorable mention to Chris Rock too, because I like his style too.
Rello, my man.
I have to go with Bernie Mac, Dave Chappelle. I have to go with Kevin Hart was funny, man. I like Kevin Hart. Cat Williams.
Man, yo,
and 5, I like DC Curry.
Okay. Who your 6th man coming off the bench?
You know what? I ain't even put Eddie in there, but I would say Eddie. Yeah, I would have to say Eddie, man. That raw, that boy. Even though I was too young, really supposed to be watching him, but he was the man.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and name mine. Mine's changes every episode, but number 1 is Michael Collier. Number 2 is gonna be Dick Militant. And I do want to dedicate this season to Dick Militant. He just recently passed away.
Wow, really?
Oh, yeah. Rest in peace. Sorry about that.
Rest in peace. Yeah. Number 3.
Man.
Shit. Number 3. I'm kidding. I already know my number 3 is Miles.
Hey, I'm about to say, man. Hey, you had us come up with it,
man. Right.
Miles Mabley. For y'all that don't know, Miles Mabley is the first stand-up comedian ever. Okay, Miles Mabley. So I'm at 3. Number 4, I'm gonna round it out, of course, with Chappelle. Number 5, I'm gonna say Bernie. Coming off my bench is Lavelle Crawford.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah.
So is there anything that y'all want to share with the listeners or the viewers out here before we end the interview? Like any motivation or anything that y'all want to share as far as the architects and the brand?
Yeah, I'll tell everybody, hey, whatever you strive to do, or goal, I don't care if it's entertainment or anything in the books. I just say, don't give up. Keep trying. It's okay to fail. Just get back up. Keep going. Because, I mean, that's what's going to make you stronger and better. And that's the same thing we're going to be doing. So definitely tune in to the Architects and reach out to us. Anything entertainment-wise, hey, we always looking for people, especially if you ain't got no voice, where it's hard for you to be able to get on somewhere because you can't get no radio or interview or, people just don't even know who you are. Hey, that's what we're here for, to try to help you get your stuff out there to the underground. So.
Jay, you got anything you want to add, Ross?
Yeah, just just a caveat on what Rello was saying, man. Just never quit. If you really want it, you got to really go after it, because there ain't nothing gonna be given to you unless you got somebody in your back pocket like that. But chances are you probably don't, unless you're a lucky person like that. But just keep striving. Do what you love. Pretty much is gonna carry you.
Yeah.
Look out for the new episodes of The Architects, man. Why shouldn't I say that?
For sure. Catch us on Fridays.
Yeah.
Man,
if you just want to watch us on the streaming app, we be on the streaming app too. So I think they play us on our TV on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 10 p.m. and at midnight. So that's on Fire Stick and Apple TV and Roku. So you can catch us on there, but they get the old episodes. So just come over to YouTube.
Hell yeah.
I just watch any of the episodes by all means. Once again, I'm going to tell y'all, man, this is some positive stuff that these two brothers are doing. It's very, 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 very impactful, important that we support Black creators. I can't explain that. I can't emphasize that enough. Make sure you follow these two, man, at The Architects. So THA Architects. Click the link in the bio, like, share, comment, subscribe, rate, tell a friend. If you are a entertainer that's looking to get your voice out, reach out to them, support them, repost them, don't stand them up, and make sure y'all follow.
Hey.
Big one there.
Stand them up. Make sure y'all follow me. You can follow my comedy page. You can see whatever I got going on at strictly_Rome. That's on Twitter and Instagram. You can also follow me on the podcast page at No ID Podcast. Click the link in those bios. It's going to take you directly to anything that I'm available on. Make sure you subscribe to that YouTube channel. We just hit 3,000 views. And once again, I do want to go ahead and dedicate this season to Daryl D. Littleton, a true philosopher, entertainer, comedian, mentor, a director, just a comedic legend. My prayers go out to him and his family. I can't stress that enough. He was actually on the last episode that I did, where this man actually schooled me for an hour and a half on entertainment in general, especially the comedy realm. So if you're an entertainer or anything, you can look it up as a Funny Biz with the Militant. This is one of his last interviews he's done as well. And if you're looking for something, as well too, like I said, make sure you check out The Architects. And weekdays, Monday through Friday, you can check out Michael Kaya's morning radio show. He does it live, brings on entertainers, and has people share their stories as well too. So I appreciate y'all coming on. I appreciate y'all answering the questions. I appreciate y'all putting me on. Make sure y'all check out the episodes that I'm on first before y'all check out the other ones. Just gonna throw that out there.
For sure.
And we signing off.
I appreciate it, brother.
Appreciate y'all, man.